Good morning. Welcome to Coffee with Kelly. It is Wednesday, March 28th, and I'm here. I'm actually having a dirty chai today. That is a chai latte with a shot of espresso. Wanted to mix it up a little bit. It is really chilly here today, and is an unwelcome change after lots of spring-like weather. So I wanted something that really felt warm and cozy. I am talking about an interesting question today. I will jump right in with the question, which is, can I be fired for being sick? So I'm going to say yes, but let's start with yes. So I got a call just this week for someone who called in sick to work, went to the doctor, got a doctor's note saying you cannot go to work until at least next week, and they were fired anyway. So there's a common misconception that if you're sick and you get a doctor's note that you can't be fired for being sick at work. And that actually isn't true. You can be fired for missing work because you're sick. You can be fired for any reason as long as it's not a bad reason. So the but in response to my question, so yes, but you can't be fired if the reason you're sick is something that would qualify as a disability. So there's a whole list of things that would fall in that category. A couple examples would be the pregnancy accommodation I talked about 2 weeks ago. If the reason that you're sick and needing to miss work is because of something related to pregnancy, in Colorado, that's protected. Other disabilities that might cause you to be sick and miss work would be things like chronic migraines, something like IBS, irritable bowel syndrome, or Crohn's disease, where you have a lot of intestinal or digestive issues that might make it really difficult for you to be at work, and it interferes with your ability to do your job, but it's a documented disability. The other but is if it's the kind of illness where you could use family medical leave to make up for the fact that you're missing from work. Family medical leave protects your job if you are taking leave for up to 12 weeks in a 12-month period. So a lot of people will say 12 weeks a year, but it's not necessarily per calendar year. It's a 12-month period. And that can be really complicated whether or not something where you're sick and missing work would fall in that category. The other but is if the reason you're being fired is because you're being sick, but it's not the real reason you're being fired. So if you suspect that the real reason you're being fired is actually a discriminatory reason, for example, your race, your gender, because you've complained about some kind of discrimination in the workplace, if the being sick was just sort of the last straw that gave them a legitimate reason to fire you, then I want to talk to you. I actually want to talk to you if you have any of these things happening, where if you're sick because you have a disability, something that's continuous and ongoing, you're sick and you're missing work because you're pregnant, you're sick and you're missing work and you need to take family medical leave, or if there's another real reason that you're being fired, give my office a call. But if you just have garden variety flu, you have to miss a few days and your doctor tells you not to go to work and then they fire you, everything else was going fine before that, it might make me suspicious, and you can call my office and see if there's more to the story. But typically, yes, you can be terminated for getting the flu and missing work, even if you get a doctor's note. So thank you for tuning in for Coffee with Kelly today. Feel better if you have the misfortune of being sick and having to miss work, and stay warm and cozy on this cool day in Colorado.